Now, guys, today's discussion is about brain health. So we're gonna go into here's the headline I'm gonna read for you. The phrase brain scans show alcohol causes aging identical to Alzheimer's is the headline. Okay, here we go. Brain scans show alcohol causes aging identical to Alzheimer's is a headline style summary of research showing that alcohol related brain changes can look starkly similar to those seen in Alzheimer's disease. It affects findings that chronic or heavy drinking is linked to measurable brain shrinkage, disrupted connectivity, and altered aging processes. While the wording suggests equivalence, the deeper message is that alcohol can mimic or hasten Alzheimer's like deterioration, though it does not mean alcohol directly causes Alzheimer's in every case. What the page is likely emphasizing: structural similarities on scans. Imaging studies reveal that alcohol-related atrophy in the hippocampus and frontal lobes mirror the regions most affected in Alzheimer's. White matter damage and reduced cortical thickness is also resemble Alzheimer's patterns. A molecular overlap. Alcohol use disorder activates inflammatory cascades, oxidative stress, and give me 1 second, folks. DNA damage. Mechanisms that overlap with Alzheimer's pathology. Some studies even show shared gene expression signatures between two conditions. Altered aging effects. Altered aging effect. Large scale MRI analysis suggests that consuming 2 to 4 drinks daily can age the brain by several years, with volume loss comparable to what is seen in early Alzheimer's progression. Clinical NANS. Despite these similarities, Alzheimer's remains a distinct neurodegenerative disease. with genetic, metabolic, and environmental drivers. Alcohol related dementia is a separate diagnosis, though the two can converge in presentation. Public health framing. The headline simplifies complex science into a stark warning. Alcohol can push the brain forward or toward Alzheimer's like decline, underscoring the risk of sustained consumption. Quick clarification. Identical is rhetorical, not literal. The phrase is meant to grab attention. Alcohol related brain changes can look identical to Alzheimer's on, on scans, but the underlying disease progresses are not universally the same. Risk amplification. Alcohol may not cause Alzheimer's outright, but it can increase susceptibility, accelerate decline in those already at risk, and worsen cognitive outcomes. Protective action. The page emphasizes that reducing or reducing or quitting alcohol can slow brain aging. Preserve cognitive reserve and potentially lower dementia risk. Broader context. This framing reflects a growing recognition that lifestyle factors, alcohol, diet, sleep, and stress play a major role in brain health. For communities already facing health inequities, the message is particularly urgent. Alcohol related harm compounds existing risks of dementia and cognitive decline. The takeaway is not just about abstinence, but about empowerment, understanding how everyday choices intersect with long term neurological resilience. Would you like me to expand this into community facing myth busting resource? For example, clarifying misconceptions like moderate drinking is safer or only heavy drinkers are at risk. So it can be adapted into cultural responsive outreach materials. Okay, guys, so that is B. I'm going to take a break and I'll be back on with C shortly. For now, Gator Wellness. Take care, folks.